Good afternoon. My name is Brooke, and this is my adoption story. November 1st, 2013, Gotcha Day, and February 17th, 2014, Adoption Day. These 2 days changed my life forever. From the day that I moved in with my family to now, my life has been better than it ever could have been. Loving parents is something that kids are typically born with, but I had to wait till I was 9 to get mine. My story was very tragic. Having a mom who obtained bad habits which eventually killed her, a dad who left before I was born, getting taken away and put into foster care, but then it became triumphant when my loving family adopted me. I don't remember many things from before I was taken away, but I do remember some. My mom was always too drunk to function properly, which resulted in me missing the majority of my kindergarten year. There were always random men in our house who all eventually turned out to be abusive. Oh, and you know how you hear about those people in the commercials that smoke 3 packs a day for the past 10 years? That was pretty much my mom. There were many incidents where I'd come in and save the day by picking her cigarette up off the sheets before she burned the whole house down. My aunt who got evicted from her home was also living with us at the time, and she was in just as bad of a place as my mom was, drinking continuously, smoking every living, breathing moment, and doing drugs with strange-looking paraphernalia. But that all changed on September 25th, 2011, the second week of first grade, and the day I was taken away. The police came and picked me up from school that day since it was 2 hours after school was over and still no one had come to pick me up. Right as they were taking me away, my mom showed up running towards the office, but she was too late. She was drunk and had forgotten to pick me up. They took me to this facility. It was large and gray and so quiet that you could hear a pin drop. I was in there for a while. Later, another girl was dropped off in there with me. My guess is that she was the same age I was, and she was probably in there for the same reason I was too. I was taken to this house with nothing but the clothes I was wearing and my backpack from school that day. It was a large house with 9 other siblings, a mom, and a dad. It was drastically different from the life I had been living. From having one so-called mom who was drunk all the time, to having 11 other people who were all around me talking to me and asking me all these questions, it was a big adjustment. Believe it or not, I didn't talk to anyone or trust anyone, so they never got a response from me. I had to deal with a plethora of therapists and caseworkers who were asking me all these questions about how I was feeling or what I was thinking, and honestly, I didn't know at the time. I was confused, I was only 7, and I had trust issues. I didn't know if these people really cared about me or if they were actually trying to help me, so they never got anything out of me. I learned a lot while I was in foster care, some basic life skills, some communication skills, and how to work well with others. The foster home I was put in was Christian, and we went to church on Sundays, which was a little odd to me since I only never knew church as a place to get chocolate cake from. I remember having to do visitations with my mom too. The first one I was supposed to have, she of course showed up too drunk and uncooperative. I don't remember having to do many visitations with her, but I remember that at every single one, I disliked being there. I don't remember the last time I saw my mom, and honestly, I could care less. Throughout the time that I was in foster care, girls came and left our home by getting adopted or getting to go back with their parents. I was in foster care for 2.5 years before I got adopted. Getting adopted is a more extensive process than most might think. I had to deal with an abundance of therapists, caseworkers, and guardian ad litems who were asking me if I really wanted to live with these people and if I felt safe around them. Once those questions were answered about 1 billion times, I moved in on November 1st, 2013. After my move-in date, we had to wait 90 days. These 90 days were put in place to ensure that they wanted me to be part of their family and that I wanted them to be my forever family too. After the 90 days were up, on February 17th, 2014, I got adopted. I got a new mom, a new dad, a new brother, and well, my poor dog Pickles. I got 2 sets of grandparents, tons of cousins, aunts, and uncles, and even a great-grandma, none of which I'd ever had before. As of this year, I have been with my family for 5 years. Throughout these 5 years, so much has happened, too much to explain really, but it's easy for me to say that I love them and I'm so thankful to have them. Even though I used to have a tough life with no mom, no dad, and a mom who was drunk or high all the time, there was a way to come out of it, and I did. Adoption is something that more kids than you might think have to go through, from having abusive, unloving parents who didn't care about their kids. They had other priorities in their life, and well, you see where that got them. Tragedies like this happen all the time with these so-called parents, but there is a solution to every case, which, and most of the time, can be very triumphant, like in my case. I got a loving family, one who cared about me enough to know when I was home, enough to take me to school on a daily basis, and enough to love me unconditionally, no matter the case. Thank you.